So npower has become the third of the big six energy companies to announce inflation-busting price rises. Electricity will go up by 9.3%, but gas prices are going up by even more, 11.1%. Now this follows big price increases from British Gas and SSE last week. Live to Westminster now, and the Shadow Energy Minister Tom Greatorex is there. Good morning to you. So what's your reaction at this news of yet another price rise?
Well, I'm sad to say that I'm not surprised, because the pattern of behaviour is that when one company puts up their prices, the others follow within days and weeks, and I suspect we may well see this from the other companies as well. And the rate of increases seems to be broadly similar, which puts some question mark over the Prime Minister's chosen advice either to wear a jumper or to switch your supplier.
Well, what can be done about it, though?
Well, I think what needs to be done, and it's becoming more and more urgent that this is done, is that the retail market is fixed. The retail market is broken. The big companies, they generate the power they sell to themselves and then on to consumers. They do a lot of that secretly. We don't have enough transparency around that. We really need to fix that market, which is exactly what Ed Miliband and the Labour Party set out we would do. And while that is going through, we'd have the short-term price freeze to ease the pressure on consumers at a very difficult time when people's incomes are being squeezed.
It is a very difficult time for people. What do you think about the intervention of people like the Archbishop of Canterbury saying that actually these companies should have a moral responsibility to try to keep prices down?
Well, I think his intervention is welcome and symptomatic of this is not just a political debate. This is actually affecting people up and down and through all parts of the country. It's why we need to ensure that the market works properly and works for consumers, that it's fair, that it's clear and it's transparent. It isn't at the moment. That needs to change. The government have chosen not to do so. We think that needs to happen as a matter of urgency, and that's something we'll be committed to doing as soon as we can straight after the election.
And do you think that a new nuclear power plant is the answer to our future energy needs?
Well, I think it's part of the answer. We need a secure, balanced energy supply, and nuclear needs to be part of that, but alongside other forms of generation as well. Because the companies, when they justify their price increases, will say that part of it is due to increasing wholesale costs, the cost of gas, for example. And it's not a very sensible thing to be overly reliant on gas. And if we don't replace some of the nuclear power stations going offline in the next few years, then there's a danger that will be the case. So I think from that perspective it's important. We have to examine very, very carefully the conditions of the deal struck today, what it means in terms of jobs, what it means in terms of the actual cost passed on to consumers, and what loopholes there are or there aren't in that deal. And we'll be pressing the government on that to make sure that that's clear, because people need to know why they pay what they pay. But it's very, very important then that the retail market is properly fixed. And also this announcement today from EDF and the government does sort of undermine the charge being made by some of the energy industry, including Paul Massara from npower in his press release this morning, that Labour's policy is going to stop investment. That's clearly not the case, judging from today's news.
OK, Shadow Energy Minister Tom Greatorex, thank you.
Thank you.